Hey everybody, thank you for joining our first live AMA on the Sorare YouTube channel. I'm Thomas from the Sorare team, and I'm joined today by Robert Taylor, Inter Miami midfielder and Finland international. First off, thank you, Robert, for taking some time out of your offseason to chat with us.
Thank you for having me.
Great. And we'll also, we gave a couple Sorare managers the opportunity to ask you some questions and join the stream. So I'm going to bring them up to the stage right now. First, we've got Andrew, otherwise known as AJ Allen 12 on Sorare. He is the top Inter Miami collector for the 2022 Super Rare Scarcity. And then we've got AJ Romero right here, otherwise known as Wen Moon, an OG member of the Sorare community, top Inter Miami unique card holder for this season. Thank you both for joining us as well. And of course, thanks to everybody watching the stream right now on YouTube. If you've got some questions for Robert, drop them in the chat. We'll try to fire off as many as we can to him a little bit later on. But first, I think I'm going to start off with an easy question for Robert. I think this is one that probably, as everybody is, it's top of mind for everyone, and you've probably been asked this many, many times. Your season, was kind of a tale of two halves: life before Messi, life after Messi. Can you tell us a little bit, when you first heard that Messi joined the club and was going to be your teammate, what went through your mind? And second, what is it like to play with arguably the greatest of all time on a daily basis?
Yeah, so I think the first time we heard about it, well, there's always been rumors about all these big names coming in, and we all took them as rumors. But then I think we had a game in Birmingham. We had a cup game in Birmingham. The morning we woke up in Birmingham, we started getting rumors, and I started getting messages from people. Oh, it's happening! Like Messi's actually coming. And then Fabrizio Roman, I think he tweeted something about it, and everyone was like, "Oh shit, it's actually happening! He's coming!" So we were all like really pumped, and that was like a strange feeling because it was right before an important cup game. We ended up winning that game, like 1-0, but I remember that day it was really weird because you started getting messages from people that I started getting messages from friends and people I don't really know that well. Oh, Messi's coming, are you excited? And then obviously then when you first meet him, it's surreal, and playing with him is just it's just unbelievable. I think during the season, well, at the start obviously it's like you didn't get used to it, but as the season was going on, you kind of get used to the idea that you are playing with Messi, that he's your teammate, that you walk into the changing room every morning and you see him, you say hi to him. And but now, since it's been like a few weeks, it's been an off season now, there's not been training or anything. Now I'm starting to realize even a little bit more how crazy it is, like that I've gotten to play with the best player that's ever played the game, and it's really, really unbelievable, I think.
When Messi joined the club, I mean, you could tell it lifted all boats immediately, right? Not just in terms of winning. You ripped off 10 wins in your next 11 games when he arrived, but also you personally really went on a heater. I think he scored 4 goals, added 3 assists just in the first 6 games since he joined the club. How do you explain the Messi effect? Like, were you surprised by how quickly it transformed the whole club and also impacted your performance?
I guess so, a little bit. I mean, everyone knows how good he is, but like the effect that he brings to everyone, not just around the attacking players, but everyone to the team, everyone lifted their level a lot. And it's I just remember when we started winning games, like people were asking me like, oh, what's like, how does it feel like you have a connection with Messi? I felt like everyone has a connection with him, and he just lifted everyone in the team.
Let's bring in Andrew here now for a first question here coming off of that. Do you have any Messi related questions for Robert?
Yeah, kind of. So how has your life changed socially since the arrival of Messi? Because sometimes MLS players can like live in the city and walk around and not be like accosted by fans and stuff like that. Have you found that people recognize you more? People have more of affiliation with you guys, stuff like that?
Yeah, people recognize me and the other players more now, obviously, because there's so much more attention now on the team than there was before. Before, I don't think I ever got recognized, to be honest. The first year, I never got recognized on my free time, but now it's like people do sometimes recognize, and it is nice because it means that, and people, when they recognize you, they're like really happy to come talk to you, and it's really nice. Actually, it's really nice to talk to all the people that are in support of the team.
And AJ, you're up, my friend.
Yeah, Messi related question. I guess there's another video that's been making the rounds. Boateng talking about back in the Barca days, like Messi's routine. Is it true that like he's just on his phone in the locker room and just like laces up right before you go out, and isn't really doing a bunch of drills? He's just that blessed.
I mean, he turns up. To be honest, like he turns up first to training. He's always getting ready. He's making sure his body's ready. He's getting treatment. He's getting ready in the gym to go out, train. And in training, it's just like, I mean, what you see in games, we see that every day. We see that every day in training. And then, he's last to leave. He's taking really good care of himself right now. And I think he's a top professional.
When you say he takes care of himself and he has a routine, where does the infamous pizza order fall into that? Because I think
what order?
Knows the viral pizza order. You know what I'm talking about. I think I have actually a picture here that I can show just for the streamers. Here it is. This is actually Lionel Messi's pizza order. No cheese, lots of tomatoes, olives. Have you tried this, Robert?
No, I have not tried. No, I have not tried it. Have you?
No, I don't think I will, but maybe we should have, right? Like maybe we should have.
Maybe. I mean, maybe that is the secret, honestly.
What about like an off the field story? Is there anything that kind of comes to mind over this past season?
Nothing specific, like nothing like crazy stories, but like the first game we had in the League's Cup, we turn up to the locker room and everyone's got a new pair of Dr. Dre Beats headphones on the spot, and it's from him. He sorted it out, and it's like the first game we haven't really like gotten to show him that what we want to do, what we're about, and that's the first thing he does is he just it was just a really, really nice gesture, and I'm still using them. They're really good headphones.
That's awesome. That's great to hear.
Yeah.
I have one more little image to show you because this is probably the last Messi related question I want to get to. I want to talk about your Halloween costume. Here we go. There we go. Tell us a little bit about this story.
Yeah. So I think one time after training, we were having lunch. I was speaking with Yasin, and he was asking me like, maybe I was asking. I can't remember. We were talking about Halloween, and then I was like, "What plans have you got?" I was like, "Are you gonna dress up?" He was like, "I don't think so." Like, he doesn't know. And then he was like, "Oh, what are you gonna go as?" And then in that moment, I was just like, I just said it as a joke. I'm gonna go as you, and he just laughed, and we kind of left it then. And then when the Halloween party was coming up and we had to dress up, then I was like, you know what? Let me send him a message, see what he says. Because I wanted to ask if it's okay first. And he said, of course, you got to go for it. So, yeah, that's where it came from. It was just a joke between me and him.
Are you a big Halloween guy? Because that's I don't know if they have Halloween in Finland.
We don't, honestly. It's just I've had 2 Halloween parties in my life, and they've both been here in America. I know it's a big thing here, so I really want to join in on the fun.
Well, I think you did it. I think you definitely came out on top there for at least for this year. Let's shift to focus on you a little bit. Were you happy with your season on a personal level?
I think yes, I'm happy, but also there is lots of room to improve myself. Obviously, you can always try and get more goals, more assists, and the stats wise, I want to be better. just overall, I just want to be better in everything I do. I'm not disappointed in my season, but I'm not completely satisfied. But it wasn't a bad season for individual level. I scored a few goals for the team, got a few assists. So yeah, but you always want more. You always want more, and that's just the mindset I have.
Andrew, I'll give you the floor here for a couple of questions.
Sure. Yeah. Who's been your least favorite defender to go against in the league? It could be anyone specific, could be even a team, if some team just annoys you a little bit.
There's there's lots of good defenders that I've played against. One that stands out is Philadelphia right back number 15. I think I'm gonna butcher his name, but he's really strong, fast. He attacks a lot. That means I have to defend. I have to track him back, and then defensively he's really strong, aggressive, and he gets really close to me. And then he makes my life difficult. And there's others, but like for sure that's always stood out to me. And when I watched other games, he does the same thing in every game. He just runs up and down the field. So yeah, he's made my life difficult for me.
Cool. Robert, I mean, while we're here, I'll just tell you, my parents will be excited because you're their favorite player pretty much since, they live in Florida, and then the whole Messi buzz, and then those first few games, right? I mean, you were connecting and combining with him so much, they just started calling you, oh, that's Messi's buddy. That's Messi's buddy. And they even tuned in over the international break, try to watch you play.
Oh, really?
So,
that's nice.
Yeah. I guess, like, did you ever dream that this would be your life, that you would be scoring goals with the best player in the world? Is that something you were sort of aspiring to?
Never, ever, never. I don't think any one of us would have dreamed about that. It's so huge. It's just a dream come true, honestly. You can say that. You can talk about that for the rest of your life. You can be proud of that. And it's amazing. It is really unbelievable. I was just thinking the other day when I was playing in my hometown club, 2014, we had a game, and then we had a game on the World Cup final day, and we went to watch the game in the hotel. After our game, went to watch the game, and starting strikers, I believe it was Higuain and Messi, and just it hit me the other day. I was like, damn, I watched them play, and I've actually played with both of them in the same team. It's just nuts. It's just crazy to think about that.
Yeah, safe to say you were surprised by yourself then.
Yes. Yeah.
Robert, what's next for you? What are your goals for next season?
To win as many games. It's going to be a very cliche answer, but we want to win. We want to win everything. I mean, we want to win all the cups there is to win. Personally, I want to play as much as I can. I want to stay fit. I want to help the team win. So I think it's those are the goals. Of course, individual level, you want to always play and score more goals than you did last year. But first comes the team, and I want the team to succeed.
Now, mentioned obviously you're also a Finland international. You were part of the squad that went to your first ever major tournament. You were 2020. You got big qualifiers coming up in 2024 here in March. I actually got a question here in the chat from SDG on YouTube. What do you think Finland's chances are in the upcoming playoff game versus Wales?
Yeah, it's a tough game. It's a really tough game. We've played Wales away before, and it's a tough place to go. But they've always been tight games, and so I think it's a one-off game. I mean, we know how strong Wales are. They have top players. We know how strong they are, especially at home. So it's going to be a big challenge, but I think we definitely have a chance also.
All right, so I'm going to shift gears here a little bit. We're going to play a little quiz, a little Sorare quiz. Robert, this is not going to be too hard, but
Don't say that.
One thing that makes Sorare really unique is our sophisticated scoring system. Every player's like real life performance will impact how the Sorare manager does, and each player's performance is graded on a scale of 1 to 100, 100 being the top score. I want you to guess, what do you think your best game was this season, your season high Sorare score?
My best score from 1 to 100?
Yeah, which game did you have your season high in?
Probably it's either Atlanta at home or Toronto at home.
So that was perfect because it's actually a tie. You got a perfect 100 for both of those games.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Toronto was, again, you scored twice off the bench and you got 100. Very, very rare and hard to do. And the Atlanta was I think that was Messi's first start, and you scored 2. You assisted one of Messi's goals. Messi had 2 goals, assisted one of yours. So you nailed that one. You nailed that. So good stuff.
Nice.
Believe it or not, you actually had the same number of 100-point games as Messi since he arrived in Miami. So that's a little nice feather in your cap.
That's wild.
Let's see if you can do that next season as well.
Yeah.
And I have one more. Can you guess the top 5 players in Major League Soccer based on their Sorare score average this past season?
I would say there has to be a Columbus player, striker. Then there is Messi. That's my guess.
So Messi isn't in there, but Cucho Hernandez.
Yeah, Cucho.
MLS champ.
Oh, I think there has to be Acosta has to be in there.
Yep, MVP. He's in there.
Yeah, and
the other 3.
So I'm thinking of teams who did really well and got far. I'm thinking that players has to be from there, right?
So yeah, they're all from playoff teams.
Right, they are.
And the other 3 are all midfielders. That's the hint I'll give you.
Ooh. No, you gotta give me the answers. I don't know. I don't know where to go.
The number one player for MLS this past season on Sorare was actually Hector Herrera from Houston Dynamo.
Okay.
Number 2 was Carles Gil, New England Revolution. He is known among Sorare community members as the Sorare GOAT. He's been very, very good for a very long time in MLS.
Yeah, he's a really good player.
And number 3, Thiago Almada, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, you did all right. You did all right. Maybe next season we will see a couple Inter Miami players on there. Maybe even.
Yeah. We'll see.
I'm going to bring back our managers here, Andrew and AJ. Guys, do you guys have any questions? We're going to kind of move it into the rapid fire segment here in a little bit, but do you have any other questions right now off the top?
Do you have like a favorite pre or post game meal or drink?
Just a lot of carbs, honestly. Rice and pasta. Keep it very simple. That's my meals.
That's the secret, yeah. Apparently cheese pizza too. So maybe give that one a whirl.
Oh, was that post game? Did you say post game?
Pre or post? Just either one.
Pre-game pasta and rice. After pizza. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's your favorite goal you've ever scored? Doesn't have to be here in the MLS. Could be anywhere.
It is probably there's two. I think it's the volley that I scored early in the season, and then I think just the fact that I scored when Messi passed me the ball. That's also top there. That's up there.
Yeah. Who's your favorite team? Who do you actually support?
I'm gonna get a lot of hate and stuff, but United.
Oh, me also. Yeah. It's not been fun.
It's been tough times right now.
Maybe they need to sign you. You could help them out.
We'll get through it.
Who are some young players that you're sort of watching in the soccer world? You're excited about?
I'm really I'm a United fan, but I used to play in Norway for 4 years, and I'm close with the Norwegians, so I really like it when Haaland succeeds. I think it's really nice. I really like it when Scandinavian players do well. So Haaland and Odegaard, well, they're not super young anymore, but I like when the Scandinavian players do well.
Yeah. Oh, Hoyland.
Tough
then,
spot
no?
as a United fan.
Hoyland
Yeah.
also.
I'll chime in here because we actually got a nice Twitter question here earlier from Sorare Cannery. How does it feel to be joined in MLS by the greatest player of all time, Timo Pukki?
Pukki, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love Dermot. Dermot was good fun, and he's a great player as well. He pretty much single-handedly took us to the Euros 2020 when he just. I think he scored a hat trick every game. I can't remember. He scored so many goals. It was ridiculous. But yeah, he's a great guy. I really like him. And I don't know if you knew that, but Pukki is actually, it translates to goat in Finnish.
Really?
Yeah, it actually.
So that goat emoji is not ironic.
No, exactly.
Excellent. I have another one for you. Who's the funniest teammate in the Inter Miami locker room? You can say yourself.
No, I'm not going to say myself. I think McVeigh. I think I'm the only one who laughs at his jokes, but he's pretty funny. They're really bad, but I like the bad humor.
And who has the best drip, best style?
It's easy. Yedlin.
Yeah,
of course.
And who's the locker room DJ?
Oh, I think Campana took he took charge of that some games. I think we change our DJ every now and again. Yedlin was sometimes there. As long as it's not me, I don't mind.
We talked a little bit earlier about how your social life has changed since Messi came. Obviously, like Inter Miami games are like the celebrity row is maybe only matched by Lakers games nowadays. Who's the most famous celebrity that you met this season that's not a footballer?
I wouldn't say I met them, but they've watched the games. Like I think LeBron James came to watch the games. And then when we were in LA, there was just crazy amount of celebrities there watching the game. So it's like the top guys.
All there to see you, Robert. All there to see you.
Yeah, sure.
What is the best movie that you watched this year? Are you a movie guy?
I am a movie guy. Oh, a little bit. I've kind of fell off the movie scene, to be honest, a little bit. You know what? I've never watched Grinch before. I watched that this year, and I really enjoyed it.
That's a good one. I did not see that one coming. AJ, Andrew, chime in with some rapid fires.
What's are you going to win the cup this year?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Who's kind of the coach that's influenced you the most in your career?
From my young age, there was
any age, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna name probably a couple. There was the coach who kind of gave me trust when I was younger. When I did well in the first division, that got me away from Finland and got me to bigger leagues, was Juha Malinen. And then also, obviously, like Phil Neville, he brought me into the club. And now, like, this was a dream move for me to come into Miami. And Phil Neville was the one who brought me in. And then also now to get the best out of me with Messi, Tata, obviously, he got the best out of me during my whole career. So I think those three are like the most influential.
That's a good segue to a follow-up question here, also from the comments. MLS Sorare Scout asks, what were your thoughts when you first heard that Tata Martino would be your new coach?
I was really excited. I obviously read about his CV where he's coached before, so he's coached really big players before. So I was just really excited how that works also with the coaches that have been on the top level and how they coach. And it's very interesting, especially when I have some interest in becoming a coach, not maybe a top level coach, but some way of coaching football and seeing that where you have coaches from Finland, Norway, Sweden, and then you get a manager who's been at the top level. So it's very interesting, and I was really excited.
Nice. I have another one here. What shirt swap that you were able to secure in your career are you most proud of? Like, what's the footballer's shirt that's the most prized piece of your collection?
Probably the first, like, we actually, yeah. So we beat France with Finland 2-0 in a friendly, and no one expected us to beat France 2-0. And we ended up beating them 2-0. And I swapped jerseys with Griezmann that day. So that's always stuck.
That's a good one. Also, somebody who plays Sorare, believe it or not.
Oh, nice.
He's a big trading card collector. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Do you have any collections, or did you have any collections growing up? Maybe it's cards.
Pokemon cards, but
Nice.
they're all gone now. Yeah, Pokemon cards.
Speaking of cards, if you could have one MLS player's Sorare card, other than a teammate's, whose would you collect first to start your team?
Probably Gil.
Calles?
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Good choice. Yep.
That's a good answer. All right, let's see if we got some more questions in the chat here. I'm going to bring this one up from ABC Trades. What ground in MLS except Miami has the best atmosphere?
Oh, there's a few actually, but honestly, Nashville in the final, that just stuck. It was crazy. It was really, really fun to play there. It was intimidating also, but I think Nashville really has a good fan base there.
Awesome. Anything else from you guys, AJ, Andrew?
What about Austin? I'm here in Austin. I think we got a pretty good atmosphere.
Honestly,
pretty loud.
Yeah, we had my second game for Miami actually was against Austin away, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
It was really fun. Yeah.
Got my cup here.
And I think this might be. Oh, here's one more.
Well, how many goals? How many goals and assists this season for you?
Coming up season? Oof, I really don't like answering those because then
aspirational.
I have to say 1 + 1. So then if I already beat my goal. No, I'm joking. I just want to beat what I did this year.
Yeah.
That's
10,
all I
10 and 10. That's what I'm saying.
That would be great. That would be amazing.
Okay, I think we're almost out of time, but I do have one more question for you. Do you have a message for all those Sorare managers that have your card or may want to get your card ahead of next season? Do you have any messages, promises?
No, probably sell me and get a better player.
And buy Messi. You think this is probably the longest off season he's ever had, right? You think that'll help him?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I hope he's enjoying it as much as I am.
Yeah, what are you doing in the off season?
I'm just visiting friends and just seeing family. Right now I'm in England, so it's really nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You going to any games while you're over there?
Oh yeah, I might go see a couple of Premier League games. Well, yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. Well, with that, I don't think there's any more questions. That's all the time we have anyways. So wanted to say a big thank you, AJ and Andrew, first of all, for jumping on. Some great questions. I'm going to kick you guys off the stream now. But thank you guys again.
Yeah.
That was, and Robert, thank you as well for your time. I think we're all very excited to see what you and Inter Miami do next season. It should be a really, really, really fun season. And I think all of our managers are going to be excited to follow you guys along. So thank you as well for you to join us. You have another Ask Me Anything live stream coming up this week on Wednesday. It's going to be with Philadelphia Union goalkeeper Andre Blake. Wednesday at noon Eastern, 6 p.m. CET for those of you watching in Europe. Thanks again for everybody joining the stream, and good luck with your game weeks. And Robert, good luck. Best of luck next season.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.